Doesn't seem like other people are coming on. They're going to sleep in. We're going to break down the chart. So looking over here, like I said on DJ, 153 or 156, very critical level over here, right? Right, previous rejection area, wants to reject again on the monthly, and now we're getting some bearish turnaround since we ended up tapping into 158 200, rejecting 156. Now the new monthly candle is coming up to create this kind of a candle, and now coming right back down. Now we have monetary policy today, so where are they going to be as far as increasing interest rates? Are they going to increase interest rates right now? Are we just creating that bottom wick on the monthly to then flip bullish after increasing interest rates and continue bullish? That could happen because they've been talking about increasing interest rates in November. So this is a big month. Now also look over here, previous price action back in 2013 when they increased interest rates. We got something like this. Could we get, when we were near this area over here, but could we get a similar price action over here with this weak bearish candle and then the next one passing the high of that candle? It's not going to look exactly the same. We could very well be creating a bottom wick, flipping bullish, and continuing right back up from there. Right, but we got little pit stops that we need to tap into before we end up going up that way. Now, looking at the weekly over here, the weekly hard rejection of 158 up here, pretty good formation as well. Normally, if we end up holding this support right over here, we end up filling this wick and this wick over here. It looked like we were going to fill that wick with this candle right up here, but didn't end up happening. So this was the market sentiment pushing us up all the way up to 158 from interest rates. Now realizing that that was just a rumor, buyers come out, we tap into 158 where they wanted price at. Now we're starting to retrace. Now the actual news is going to be coming out soon. So could we be pushing down into this area to retest the previous monthly bearish trend, or actually the yearly bearish trend over here? So could we be coming down into this area over here, holding support and then continuing right back up? Could happen. Or could we be staying where we're at right now, holding support and then continuing up from there? So looking at the daily now, the daily, we're in a bearish trend right now. Ever since tapping into 158, lower lows and lower highs, right? And every single time we make a new low, we come up, retest the previous area, and then continue right back down to create a new low. So now we're retesting the previous area. What are we going to probably end up doing? Passing the low of that candle and continuing right back down. But again, you have monetary policy coming out, and that's the number one mover fundamentally of any pair. So it's going to send GJ into a frenzy if they actually do increase interest rates, which I don't know if they're going to do right now, but we shall see. Right now, what's interesting is if you take a look, you have the perfect channel right over here, right? Perfect. Price tapping in, lower lows, lower highs. We have a new low right down here. Previous resistance. Also, Jody, the way I break down the chart, does it make sense to you?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So if you have any questions as I'm doing it, just let me know.
Thank you.
So what happened right over here that we actually called this, right? We came back down into this previous resistance, held the support. Also, we were respecting this channel support over here as well. So we get a big rejection right over here, right? Held support. Price created a higher low right over here, and we ended up just pushing right back up. Nowhere else up to 156, right? We ended up rejecting 156, and now we're starting to come down again. So looking at the 1 hour, we're just pushing down. We had a pretty heavy pre-New York and London session. Price opened up during London, grabbed liquidity, then just dropped. This is a perfect setup right over here. I love what over here, just based on the 1 hour too. 12 pip stop loss. Take this all the way down. This would have been my first take profit right here. And then another one once you get into this support right over here. So are we reacting to this area right over here? It looks like it. So we're getting a little reaction over here. Could we be forming another resistance to then continue right back down? Just be aware of the fact that, yeah, we're rejecting over here. We have a resistance right now. Most recent support and resistance. We have monetary policy coming out at 8 a.m. So in about an hour. So could you grab a quick move before then? Maybe, but might be touchy. Could price be coming back down to 155.050? Looks like we're holding a little support over here. If let's see the 15, we got about 4 hours left or 4 minutes left for the 1 hour candle to close. So let's see how this closes over here. What we could get is a 30-minute candle closing the way it is right here. The 1 hour creates a top wick and then flips bearish and then continues right back down. And if that's the case, you're going to see you have this wick right here. You have a weak bullish candle. We get the top wick on the next 30-minute candle and a pass below the previous candle right here. You get this whole range that you could play. That's a great setup that we always look for. So you get about 3 minutes left for that to happen. Yeah. Now Thursday. We have unemployment claims today as well. So that'll be interesting if that comes out. We had good ADP. I don't want to take my eyes off of GJ right now to break down gold. Let's take a look at gold if it's even gold's pretty interesting over here. Gold has been a mess. Like this is something that like I've not been eager to trade. Right? It's just higher time frame, a monthly range right here, right? There's no clear direction. Now what we had, see this is a monthly and a weekly range right in here. It's just it's a mess. I'd rather not touch it. Price is bouncing off previous support and resistance over here. Oh, we got Jaden coming in. Looking at the daily over here, price kind of just playing in this area, but after reaching 1720, previous support, right? This is where that range was. Previous support over here as well. We've just been pushing up. Very similar to what we had right over here, pushing right back up to 1830. But so far, 1800 is the only, resistance we've been holding after price pushing up into it. And then we ended up breaking that little trend over there and then retesting and continuing right back down. So could we be retesting 1780 right up here to then continue right back down and retest the low? Possibly. But we just have to wait and see. We had bearish movement based on actually, hold on. Look at what's up, Jaden? Just want to say hello real quick. Can you talk? It's not. So we started bouncing right back into this level over here, 1760. 1760 has always been a pretty significant level over here. So I'm just going to mark that off. And then real quick, before I continue with gold, since gold's a mess, I want to stay on GJ for a second because we might have a trade opportunity. All good, brother. Hope you're doing well. So we get the close, the bullish close on the 30-minute. We're actually reacting to this previous resistance over here. So could we be holding support to continue up, or are we going to continue right back down? Remember, the 1 hour just opened, and we still have some strong bearish candles, and we still have a wick to fill. Strong bearish close as well. So we just need a top wick. If you take a look at the previous 3 candles, both had small bottom wicks over here, and then a flip bearish. I'm looking for a close below the 30-minute, or a pass below this 30-minute candle if we get some volume before the monetary policy comes out. But if we don't get that, I might not even take it. You know what I might be looking for as well is if we get a top wick formed over here on the 15-minute with no top wicks on these candles over here. If this candle gets its top wick and then starts flipping bearish, we may be able to fill this wick and then continue right back through. But again, I would significantly lower my risk, being that monetary policy will be coming out. But I've seen, just from back testing, I've seen so many moves where, like in the beginning of my career, I would definitely, stay out of those trades because the news was coming out. But there's so many moves that happen right before that news comes out. Not that you have to take it, but there's so much opportunity that, and so much volume as well in the pair that you could take those little scalps for like 10 pips before the news comes out. You're not going to enter a swing before the news comes out, but little scalp opportunities are definitely there. As you see with this right here, right? The whole London session right before 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you got monetary policy coming out, all this stuff coming out, official bank rate, all that. And you get a move like this. Normally you would think it'd be consolidating the whole London session before that, but you get a huge move coming all the way down. So it looks like we're creating that bottom wick and starting to pass the high of the previous bearish candle, possibly. Jaden, what would you want to tell me? Unless you want to tell me in private. So you're constantly looking at other time frames over here, toggling through 4 hour, okay, 4 hour strong, 1 hour, previous strong, bearish candle with a wick to fill. Looks like we're struggling to get above this area. Sounds good, buddy. Man, that was a long day in the city yesterday. Get another long one today.
Are you driving or?
Yeah. I had a client going up there with her mother-in-law and her mother to go look at dresses for her son's party, and then they got lunch and stuff. But ended up going to see friends that just had a baby, so they were there from like 9:30, not until 9 p.m. and my phone died, and I thought my phone broke because it wouldn't even show like the charger button. You know when your iPhone dies and it shows that it needs to be charged?
Yeah.
That wouldn't even pop up. Like no buttons were working. So I couldn't even communicate to you guys that I couldn't do the breakdown or anything like that. I had no phone. I only had my iPad, which was about to die as well. I'm normally good with all that stuff too, keeping everything charged, but it wasn't fun. Yeah, we're struggling to break this area over here so far. It's the 5 minute. It's the 1 minute. We're starting to react to it. get like a double tap of this resistance of 380. Jaden, I gotta set this ledger up. Just gonna place my magic keys over here. We're starting to reject. We got a 1 minute close. All right, I like how we're flipping over here. 706. Just don't know about this 30-minute close. It actually closed stronger than I thought it would. Normally, when we get this set up, this candle ends up closing around here. Then we get the top wick on the 1 hour and a pass below that candle. This is where I wanted to enter the trade to continue down, but I might be able to grab a better, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Perfect. So I ended up entering this. With a stop loss right here, take profit right down here. I think we're going to fill this wick and continue down potentially. Anybody else thinking about taking this?
I'm taking it.
Okay. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
Good.
Simple.
All right. Wow. We got a long one from Jaden. Let's see. All right. So basically I pay 1.3 Ethereum to be in a group that is full of 7 to 8 figure NFT flippers and crypto leaders. Wow. There's 2,000 people in the group because they were NFTs drivers. Okay. Money back within 48 hours. Oh, let's go. That's awesome, man. It's good stuff. Yeah, would love to know. Yeah, depending on the coin, I'll definitely invest as well. I got to set up this this ledger first. It says it takes about 30 minutes. Let's go, DJ. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Do you like the platform? Sounds like I'm talking to myself. Do you like the platform that you use on there to actually purchase and sell coins? Like it's basically like MetaTrader, right? Or do you purchase them on something else?
Okay, I'm just gonna use my mic really quick, but I have to be quiet.
Oh, cool.
So basically, the ledger, think about it like a safe. rather than like a platform to buy and sell. So yesterday, for example, I had a couple Ethereum locked in my ledger and I wanted to trade with it, and so I had to send it over to my MetaMask to be
Okay.
able to trade it.
So
But also,
MetaMask, is that like a broker?
yeah, it's an exchange basically. So like, it's a wallet, but it's one of like the only things that helps you connect to like Sushi Swap or Pancake Swap or Uniswap to be able to obtain the coins that aren't released on like Coinbase or some of the more mainstream exchanges.
Okay.
But the smaller caps are the ones that are gonna like 15, 20, 30x because it doesn't need much liquidity to move it. You know what I mean?
100%.
But anyways, when the company tells us to invest in whichever coin, I'll provide the information on why it's a good investment, rather than just saying, "All right, buy this now."
Yeah, I appreciate it. That'd be awesome. That'll besides Bitcoin, that'll be the first one that I'm actually buying.
Sweet.
Let's go, GJ. I'm probably just gonna secure once we tap into this support over here, based on the fact that like monetary policy is coming out, interest rates are coming out. So I'm good. I'm content with this this little move down to the support if we get it. Beautiful. All right, I just closed 50% right here. And stop loss is going to break even.
My trade's still in the negative.
Is it really?
Yeah,
What's your spread?
4.
And where'd you enter?
I entered about 10 seconds after you did. I'll send a picture of it in.
Okay, yeah. Send the chart. And what broker are you using?
Forex.com.
Okay.
I need to switch.
Yeah, weren't you thinking about Trader's Domain?
Yes.
Yeah, it's I think it's worth it. One, the trust is there, just because we know Ted. And two, the ability to use MetaTrader 5. A couple different advantages, but I like the way they are. I like the customer support. They haven't raised any red flags for me yet, so I've always suggested them to people. Where'd TJ go? Perfect setup right over here, right? Carlos, you get in on this? Jaden?
Man, unfortunately, I didn't. I really wanted to ask you about the Trader's Domain and its spreads.
Yeah, please do. Oh yeah, that's right. So you're using Trader's Domain and you don't have the same spreads, right?
Nah, yeah, my like right now, for example, my spread is 14 pips.
14 pips. Yeah, that should not be the case. And you said you do have an ECN account?
Yeah,
That's strange. We'll
yeah.
have to
Maybe I
take a
should
look.
maybe I should contact support and see what's up.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Just see, like, how can I get better spreads on here? I know I have an ECN account, so I'm paying commissions. Why is my spread still that? Because my spread's, what is it? Barely 2 pips, not even. It's like 1.5.
For sure. Yeah, I'm gonna contact support right now.
Yeah. Yeah, just write a little chat, go to the website. Jaden, send the chart. I want to take a look at it. It's awesome. So we passed the low of the 30-minute candle, but so far right now we're starting to reject that whole area. So I closed 50 twice down here.
And you were in profit when you closed it?
Oh yeah. I grabbed I think I was about 7 pips in profit and then 8.5 when I closed the second 50. Like right down here.
And you did a market execution?
Yes.
Shit. I mean, I don't mean it good, but I got a terrible broker, I think.
That's all good. I mean, you just came in here and you're starting to learn some of this stuff, and it's definitely something big for you to, if you want, you know, baby pips.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of them.
Okay, so do the university here. This is great for anybody. Now you got to take, with it what you will when it comes to the course, but education, how to trade Forex, completely free university, right? Takes you through all these lessons. What is Forex? All this stuff. How is trading Forex? 3 types of analysis, stuff like that. Then it starts getting into some of the technical analysis over here, Fibonacci, and it shows you all these different what's it called? And each one of these grades right here, like Fibonacci, has a bunch of lessons inside of it. So you get to learn these indicators, stuff like that, and it's good to know. Like, good to know what a moving average is. You don't have to use them, but this is more of like a reference thing instead of going through from beginning to end. But for some reason, I don't know if it's OCD, I don't know what it is, but whenever like I would hear that about a book or about a course or something like that, like, this is something that you can reference and go straight to that lesson instead of going from beginning to end. For me, I always just like going from beginning to end and staying organized, going through the whole thing. So a lot of the stuff that I learned, you really don't need to learn about indicators, but I like just knowing what they do, right? It's better to, remain knowledgeable and understand what these things do instead of just being blind and having no idea that they even exist. But there is just a bunch of stuff in here. What was I gonna? For you, there's actually a lesson on brokers, like how to pick a broker. I think trend lines. Actually, yeah, Forex Brokers 101. Right here, how to choose a broker, how Forex brokers kind of work. Is it a legit company? Stuff like that. So just go through this whole lesson. Obviously, I didn't go through any of this, but I just knew who my broker was and what I wanted to do. Took an amazing sell on GEJ. Yeah, I was gonna say send us. I put a screenshot in my section on Slack. Okay. Let's do that. I'm gonna get back to him. Yeah, that's beautiful, dude. Spot on. All right, if you could break this down for us and what you were thinking. You at someone's house right now or something?
No, my girlfriend is just sleeping right next to me, and
Nice.
but I just went upstairs so I can explain it.
Okay.
Go ahead and go to the chart.
Yeah. All right, GJ starting to tank. We're almost at 10 pips. Let's see. JPY. Hello, old friend.
So I had that basically where you have your resistance zone.
This one?
I had an order block there. And then it came and tapped into it from the 4-hour like it is right now. And then, so yeah, from there I dropped down to the 15-minute. And
I see what you're doing.
so then zoom in on that. And once structure started to shift, I put a limit order, and that wick right there, that green wick, no, right there, yeah, I put a limit order and it just tapped it barely. And
Wow. Yeah, so what made you put that limit order there?
the break of structure based off of it was rejecting off of a 4-hour order block. And then so I just was waiting for a smaller time frame shift in momentum, and I think I based it off of try to see 50% of like if you were to take a Fibonacci from the break of the structure to the where it like started consolidating, yeah, from there down to there.
50?
Yep.
Oh, 61.8. Okay.
Yeah, I think I just had a limit at 50 or something like that.
Yeah, what I'm looking at right here too is like knowing that we got the order block up here, a nice resistance, price tapping off of it, breaking it down to the 15-minute time frame. You have this 50 EMA right over here, right? Which is holding as a support, Then all of a sudden we get a clean, strong close below that EMA, plus price is starting to break the market structure. Like we have the support right over here, right? And price is closing at that area, but we're closing below the 50 EMA and closing right around this area. Knowing that you have a clean move to the left, you could just put your stop loss up here above the EMA, right up here, and then you would have grabbed this whole move. Something like this. As soon as that candle closed.
Yeah, it was nice to wake up to.
Oh, yeah. Always is. And then Carlos, what we talk about with the risk to reward, which you can see right here, that's almost a 10-to-1.
Yeah, dude, that one trade can pass a challenge.
100%. 100%. Let's see.
I'll admit I was like, I've been struggling on my challenge account. I've been down 2%, and that trade brought me back up to down 1%.
I wanted to talk to you about that. So this is the funded trader?
Yeah.
Okay. So I might look into them. Do you like them?
Yeah, I do. I think it's probably top 3 prop firms out right now. And I really trust my friend Blake, and he became an ambassador for them. And so the fact that his name is on their website gives me like ease of mind. And they have a Discord that you could join that basically is for troubleshooting and updates and stuff like that.
Okay. Funded. Try your challenge and build your. This is a cool little concept. So what's the standard challenge?
I think it's just those below right there.
Oh. Got it. Which one did you do?
I just did the 50,000.
Phase one target. So it says 35 days. Does this do you have to wait 35 days to do this, or you could do it in a week?
You can do it in a week.
Cool. All right, that's one of the things I've been looking for. Max loss is 6 grand, 12%. Phase one target. Or phase two target. Cool. Profit split 80%. Wow. I like it.
Yeah, they are pretty good about listening to Blake's interview videos in like how he breaks down each firm on YouTube, and so they reached out to him and basically asked for his advice on how they need to improve based off of what users have been saying, and so they've
Good for them.
adjusted their standards to cater towards the trader more so than like trying to make them money. So they're willing to pay back or they'll do that 80% split, and they'll sometimes give you 110% refund on your challenge account if you pass it.
Okay. Now you
And
said
also,
your buddy Blake made a video.
yeah,
What was his? Do you know what the video was called?
just type in his name, Blake Olson. Yeah, that guy.
Right here.
Mm-hmm. There's another one too, Ment FX. He just dropped a funded or prop firm, but he is like pretty much who I follow for my understanding of technical analysis based on smart money concepts and Wyckoff. And his prop firm is guaranteed funding immediately after you pass the challenge.
Okay. Is this the video?
It might be, because it might be.
So it's his?
He is part of, like, he is considered an owner of it now.
Wow.
eToro is a social trade.
Good for him. All right, cool. I'll check this out. Maybe if we're not getting anything, maybe, yeah. I'll check this out. My stop loss still wasn't hit. We came up pretty close, but I already closed 52 times, so I'm not going to touch it until we reach my take profit. And maybe we get far enough from the stop loss, keep this runner going, and monetary policy comes out, and we just continue down. Depending on if they don't increase rates or something like that. Well, let's see. Carlos, you send them that message?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And then what's it called? Jody, I'll just show you. This is the website. I'll just put it in here.
Yeah, I went there last night and
Okay.
downloaded the MT5 and all that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think my spreads are really high.
What, with Trader's Domain?
No, with Forex.com.
Okay.
Because my trade still is not in profit yet.
Yeah, that's strange. 4 pips stop. Yeah, that's not good. Especially when you're a trader, when you're a scalper, just looking for 4 pips. Or looking for 10 pips. Having a 4 pip stop spread is not ideal. Dollar is bullish based on Powell's statements yesterday, talking about tapering. Wanted to see the Japanese yen. So we've been kind of ranging over here on the yen. That's why you've had that bearish movement on GJ. Let's go, GJ drop. Yeah, I'm excited, Jaden. I know we said we were going to do that together, so should be fun. I'll do the 50,000. Try this thing out. It's very hard for me to like move over from my own money. Like I'd much rather be trading my own money. But if you can leverage these accounts, and if you know you're a good trader, leverage these accounts into whatever your profit is, that 80%, you put that into your own account, right? And you do that multiple times, you have a nice $300,000 account, something like that you could be trading with. Let's go, DJ. Got there, where'd I go? Yeah. Yeah, just about. So yeah, what happened with that? How did you get below break even? Forgot what you said.
Are you asking me?
No, Jaden is doing the challenge account and he got below break even for some reason. I forgot what he said.
So basically, I was having like some really like my analysis was on point all ever since I started. I've had my bias be correct almost on every trade, but my issue was picking like even though I knew, let's say it was going to fall, I wouldn't place deep enough stop losses, and so I'd get tapped out and then it would go my direction like so many times. And so I was just on a pretty decent losing streak.
Got it. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try something. This microphone was always so long. Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I might keep my mic right there. You hear me just as clearly right now as you can right now?
I can, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, sounds good.
appreciate it.
I'm 5 pips in profit now, Seth.
There we go. Good stuff. Should be like 10. Should be 12
Should be
right now.
10. Yeah.
But that's all right. Now you know.
Shit like that pisses me off.
Yeah, but now you know. You learned.
Yeah. I mean, right.
Yeah. GJ drop. That's beautiful.
$10 pips in profit.
Beautiful. Let's go.
Yeah, baby. Yes.
So
Hey, that's what's up. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's go.
TP hit.
Gotta hit the horns.
I still got a very small position going, but it's still like $50. So this this
I'm
is a
leaving
good
my
trade.
whole thing on.
You see what I'm talking about when it comes to you know what? I'm taking the whole thing out. I'm done. Done for the day. Let's go. You see what I'm talking about when you get a big move like that before the news comes out?
And that was beautiful.
I hate saying news now. It's economic data. News is like something surprising. Economic data is what you see on Forex Factory. Like this is expected economic data coming out over here. News is like, you know, Iran just dropped, or you know, Palestine just dropped a bomb on Israel and it broke through the Iron Dome, right? Something like that would send gold like going crazy, oil going crazy, something like that. That's news. That's surprising news. So there's two different things. But good stuff. All right. So while we're waiting for interest rates now, I'm just going to journal this. So while I'm journaling this, I'm actually going to journal this on the chart so that you guys get a good sense, especially Jody, because Jody, you haven't seen me journal yet, right?
No,
I haven't been
not
able
live.
to trade. I haven't been able to take a trade or journal all week long. So this is Trello. You've seen Trello, right? You made an account?
Yep.
Awesome. So have you set anything up yet? Have you set a board up yet?
I have set up one, yes.
Beautiful. So have you set it up the way I did with by the week?
I did. I probably studied every one of your trades in there, but
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, I'm doing it just like you.
Oh, cool. Perfect. So that's awesome that you studied every trade in here. That'll take you a long way. If you do that
Yeah.
multiple times and then also, you know, start journaling your own trades, you're gonna get pretty far in a shorter amount of time. So this was a short TJ plus pip gain. I'll put the amount in a sec. On the date, the time, what time I took that, and then that was Thursday, New York. And you click on it. Perfect. Now normally I keep this on the other screen. It's a lot easier, but just so that you could see. So how. Anybody watch the Wizard of Oz lately? I know it's such a random question. Now that I realize what I'm asking. Dude, we watched that 2 nights ago. Holy shit, that is trippy. It's so weird. But the acting is so good. Guess I'm alone on this one.
What show was it?
The Wizard of Oz. The movie.
Oh, the movie. Oh yeah, hell yeah, yeah.
Have you seen it lately, or just like when you were a kid? Because the last time I saw
Uh,
it was when I was a kid, other than the other night.
I have seen the recent one, but it hasn't been recently, if that makes sense.
Um, yeah, I mean, what, like a couple of years or something like that?
Yeah, yeah, like a couple years ago, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's something else, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Like the Munchkins, and I don't
Like
know.
the storyline is crazy, but they all have the same mission.
Well, that's the thing. Like, as a kid, I wasn't really paying attention to the story. Obviously, the storyline, everyone knows the storyline, but the fact that like the lessons that are in it are pretty interesting. Like, when they go see the wizard, and you know he's really demanding of everything, and then all of a sudden like they get to know who he actually is, and he's just giving them all lessons. Like one doesn't have a heart, one doesn't have courage, stuff like that, and he's teaching them how to get all that stuff. So that was pretty interesting. But as a kid, also not being as into film and into movies and stuff like that and acting as I am right now, you really appreciate the acting, especially from Judy Garland. Like you realize why she was such a big star back then. She was so good in it, like her emotion and all that stuff. Like, and then plus like watching it and realizing like I'm big on history. I know Jaden knows that, but realizing that that was the first time people were able to watch color TV, and she like comes out of the house after the tornado and everything's like colorized. And I just put myself
Right.
back in the position of somebody back in the 30s watching that for the first time and being like, holy shit, like that's crazy. And with like the purple horse, all that stuff. Oh, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah, it is pretty trippy.
It's definitely a
Yeah.
weird, trippy movie. So Jody, taking screenshots of every single time frame. I know Carlos is starting to get the hang of that, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Awesome. That'll help a lot, especially when you go back. Put it in all your daily musts, right? Your daily must should say review 5 trades a day. It's easy. You go right back into your journal, look at a trade from back in April, back in January, and just write some notes in there, like you would, like you're completely reviewing your trades from the past, and say, okay, I would have done this instead, or this was a great trade. I wouldn't have changed anything. This is awesome. So 1 hour, 5 a.m. 30 minutes. So, thirty minutes, 7 a.m. Yeah, I think we took this around 7:06.
You think the news is bullish for the pound?
Oh yeah, I mean they've been talking about increasing interest rates. So if they actually do, then it's gonna send GJ flying. It should at least. Uh, 15-minute zoomed out. So we see the area to the left, and we'll know what we're looking at when we review this trade months down the road.
Hey, with the time change on Sunday, do we gain an hour's sleep or lose hours sleep?
I think we lose an hour, right?
I always get confused.
Me too. I hope we gain. Hope I'm wrong.
Steph, I made 16 pips on that.
Let's go. Could have been 20. But that's not your fault. So that's awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
100%. Good job, buddy. Is that your first trade like on our live?
Yes.
Let's go. Awesome to hear.
You know, one thing that might be helpful to explain to your guys is like when you're looking for a short opportunity like you just were, and then you tell them you execute, showing them like if you go to, when you're done, go to the 15-minute. All right, or you already are. I'll show you when you're done.
Everything's super organized. You want to show me now?
Yeah, on the current price action.
Yeah. 1 second. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Never mind. All right. Yeah, you can break this down.
Is that the current price action?
Yep. Oh, actually, no, it's not. Yeah, let me just do this real quick and then we can do that.
Yeah, you're good.
Shit. Also, guys, by the way, I like this setup right over here as well. When you get like these bearish candles, you know, coming all the way down into this wick, then you get a candle like this. Then the next candle during volume, 6 a.m., get the top wick formed and then pass the low of that candle with a clean move to the left. You end up grabbing this. I've seen this before. This pass of that low candle. Let's see. 4. No. Century. Super organized. Ooh, Jets are on tonight. Try to zoom out real quick. Beautiful, guys. Look at our there.
Oh yeah.
Zoomed out. 31 pips. In at 7:06 a.m. Labels 1. Successful runner. Stuff, guys. Let me just take a screenshot of the 5-minute over here. Always a good idea to take a picture of these lower time frames. Because I was looking at the 1 minute over here. Watching price react to that level. Beautiful. All right, Jaden. All right, buddy. You ready?
Yeah, basically all I was gonna say is like if you were to say I'm gonna short GJ on the break of this, let me get my pen. On the break of this candle, if you were, because that's the pretty much the candle that you said that you're gonna start shorting on, right?
Yeah.
So people that are new will start shorting at the close of that, and I'm just like teaching how to put like a limit order at the wick before the bottom wick of the candle before the candle that you entered on. Just thinking about the market fractally, like if you were to drop down to the 1 minute, that would have been a retracement up to like a 50%.
You talking about this candle?
Yeah. So like rather than entering at the bottom there, they'd have a limit order, a sell limit order up 50% right there. Yeah.
Okay.
So that will counteract that spread that guy got fucked on.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I've never really played around with limit orders. It's probably a good thing to back test.
Yeah, I don't like setting and forgetting, but like knowing that price is supposed to return to there and monitoring that, it's helpful.
Yeah. Set up there. Wow, look at that. Interest rates coming out. They're expecting it. Wow, we closed at the perfect area. Did we not? Close the whole thing right here. Love getting those. I've always kind of prided myself on like closing at the perfect area. I mean, sometimes you lose, you're not lose, but you lose out on a lot of pips sometimes. But there's a ton of times where I've either secured or closed literally at the.
Oh, look at it now.
Whoa.
Baby, that would have just shit.
Dude, it tapped me out. Tapped
What?
me out.
Damn.
I'm fucking pissed. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's the
Fuck
issue.
around.
That's the issue that I was having right there, dude. I had shorts and didn't have a deep enough stop loss, and that's how I got down 2%.
I guess they didn't increase interest rates.
Holy mackerel.
Let's bring it. It's gonna bring us all the way back to where we were. Look at this.
Oh,
Wow. Dude, this price action though on the higher time frames, exactly what we said was gonna happen. Right? We come down here, we hold support, right? Previous resistance over here to the left. And also we're respecting this bearish channel over here, the support of it. So we end up getting that hard rejection off that area, coming all the way up to this previous resistance, 156 as well, and then continuing right back down to create a new low like we always do. Wow. So price came up, grabbed liquidity, would have stopped us out, and then just tanked. What a move. Jin, I didn't see your reply, my bad.
Reply to what?
My text.
Oh. Jeez. 70 pip drop.
That is a move. I'm done for the day though. I'm not looking to jump into this. Now, what I talk about though, when it comes to trading the news and trading the reaction to the news, is not just jumping into a sell blindly when this is happening over here. I mean, you can place a stop loss or not stop loss, but sell stop, buy stop, stuff like that on a news account or on an economic data account where you can afford to lose that money and you know, you're content with it. I'm actually looking at this move right here on the 1 minute. Wow. Just dropped 10 pips again. But what you can do is place that sell stop, buy stop, all that stuff. But what you want to do typically when it comes to economic data coming out or news is trade the reaction to it. Just trade what happens 10, 15 minutes after that. Wait for the setup to happen and then you trade. Dude, I cannot believe it's Thursday already. It was just Monday. I don't know about you guys, but my weeks fly.
Yeah, this week flew. I feel it.
The last week flew too. October flew.
Yeah, yeah,
It's nuts.
yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited that I got into this group. The more I dive into the NFT space, the more like just crazy I'm realizing it is. Like this, the leading people of the crypto gaming world right now, their names are Alex Becker and Elio Trades. And
You told me about them.
yeah, and so they dropped their NFT project a few weeks ago, and basically they dropped all their pieces for free, but you had to enable for you to obtain one, you'd had to solve their riddles through their website when it dropped. And
Wow.
so basically everybody that got one, and it's called an identity, that's their NFT, it's like their character for their game. Everyone that has a character who's been holding has been like completely blessed. Like for example, they dropped everybody that owned an identity 5,000 bytes, and those each byte right now is worth $100. So just for owning the NFT and being a part of their project, they gifted a free multiple $100,000.
Wow.
And so like this project that I just got in there, he's like, I want to model what they did exactly. And so I'm going to create exclusivity by making it be not free. Everybody that wants to join has to pay at least an Ethereum floor price. So that way it's a group of just like alpha crypto people rather than people saying like, where should I put my money? Where should I put my money? You know,
Yeah.
it's actually people who are looking at good projects worth investing in. And he's saying that like, so he sold 2,000 pieces at minimum 1 Ethereum, right? So that's $10 million profit in an hour that sold out. And he's like, I'm not going to touch any of this profit. It's all going into the project treasury so that we can reward the people that diamond hand our NFTs and don't try and flip them.
Dude, wow. Dude, I mean, half of what you said is like a different language to me. So
I know.
It's so interesting. I like it.
It doesn't take long to obtain the vocabulary. I was actually thinking about making a section in my Discord of just like terminology in terms of cryptocurrency, because you're right, it is a whole nother freaking language.
You should 100% do that.
Like I had no idea what it meant to mint an NFT up until a couple days ago.
To make one, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. To mint it, like the U.S. Mint.
Yeah.
Print money. Get some guys from the group. Oh, I actually shouted you guys out yesterday on the stream with Sharma.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks like Jody. Is that you that joined?
I joined it, yeah.
Awesome. So Jody joined it. Alan joined it. Carlos joined. Is this all the? Oh, okay. And I know Chris joined too.
Sweet.
CJ.
Hopefully.
Is that him?
What's that?
I'm looking to see where Chris is. I think it's CJ the DJ.
Yeah, I saw him in there.
Yeah, this is cool. How do you like Discord?
I like it. It's what's annoying about it though is like the more people, it's not good about like how do I say this? Basically, like when you get to a certain amount of people and so many people are messaging, it's just like hard for it to update it. There's just messages coming in over and over and over, and it's like it kind of like glitches out. You lose your spot while you're reading if you're like trying to catch up on messages.
Sure.
Because every time somebody types it, like shoots it back down to the.
Very true. You guys have plans for the weekend?
Not that I think I just work.
Sure.
Yeah, same, just work.
Get money, baby. One second.
So when you say you're playing the news, or you're looking for a short opportunity now since it broke lows?
What was that?
So you're looking for another short opportunity for GJ?
No, I'm done with GJ. I already grabbed 30 pips today, so you come out as a winner, and I'm content with that move. Would I be trading this if I probably would have taken this right here after this double tap, right over here, and price passing down. This is the reaction to the news I probably would have taken right back down to this area over here, and that would have been 10 pips.
Gotcha.
Right there. If I didn't grab, what I did right over here.
I'm kind of looking for price to start accumulating how it is and start making some like new higher highs on the 1 minute, and I might try and long it up to fill that big gap.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's good. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Because I kind of want to look for another shorting opportunity at the top of that gap.
Oh, okay. Yeah, one thing I've learned and realized is that like once you grab a winning trade, especially like 30 pips like that, and you're a scalper, I'm content with that. And
Yeah.
I just carry that into the next day with a fresh mind, fresh, account all ready to go, and then I jump into it there if I get a trade. Because you could make a great living taking one trade a day on one pair during one session. I know it sounds boring. Everyone wants to trade every single pair and all that stuff, but if you want to do that, like master something in Forex and then go into a different field in finance, like stocks or NFTs or crypto, and choose your specialty in there as well.
Yeah. I know, dude. I think I'm about to drop GJ too. I think I might just stick to EJ because
Oh, really?
I'm good at EJ, but I'm very like hit or miss with GJ, it seems.
So I did the opposite. I dropped GJ just because I already had GJ in gold, and GJ was my main pair even before gold. So to pick the odd man out of that one, which is the slower moving pair, was EJ. So
yeah, I get my volatility fixed from crypto, so I don't need to do a high moving pair.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think I'm going to end this early today just because I have so much to do today. And plus, like, we all just grabbed that move, which is beautiful. Not much else coming out besides unemployment, but I haven't touched gold in weeks. Like, if you look at my journal, I haven't journaled a trade on gold in a while. I don't like trading in this. We've had somebody in the group that's blown their account trading in something like this in gold. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to do that, but I'd rather just stay out. We have a nice trending market on GJ right now. Why would you want to force yourself to trade gold over here? So, with that being said, guys, you guys have a great day. Stay disciplined. Stay on your tasks and your daily must. Get all those done, and then enjoy the rest of the day.
Have a good one, buddy.
Okay, have a good one.
All right,
All
boys.
right, guys,
Great
have a
session.
great day.
You too, boys.